Today, we're looking at TNC2 Thrillas Surfari for the NES. TNC2 Thrillas Surfari was released by LJN in 1992 on the NES. Thrillas Surfari was an original game that combined elements of skating and surfing, rather than being a race or competition. It was a side-scrolling selective game in which you controlled a monkey on a skateboard that surfed and skated through rivers, forests, deserts, and you're jumping over logs, electric eels, giraffes, and other safari animals. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us this channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, how is Thrillas Surfari today? Here's our review of TNC2 Thrillas Surfari for the NES. One day, while out surfing, Wazula, a cannibal, kidnaps Thriller Gorilla's Bikini Babe girl. Now it's up to Thriller Gorilla must track down Wazula and go save her. Games back then always depended on save the girlfriend motive. Therefore, this wasn't a real deep plot, but I really did enjoy it. There are cutscenes throughout the game to explain the story, and they are done pretty good. Although the controls are solid, you can't really stop your character from rolling about because this is a skating game. B is for attack and A is for jumping, and tapping the direction you're going in will accelerate you. My only complaint is that instead of merely skating onto a ramp, you have to press A to launch off of it. The game is made up of 7 worlds, containing about 5 stages each. Some worlds contain only 4 stages. The majority of stages of each world consist of obstacle course levels, where the player controls Thriller on a surfboard or skateboard, dodging obstacles and enemies while making his way to the end of the level. There are numerous ramps and turtles to jump off of, which can lead to really large leaps. You can explore a multiple of routes throughout the well-designed levels, especially in the more challenging levels. As he passes through the levels, he collects coconuts, which are then used in the shell game at the end of the level, where the player has the opportunity to win 1-ups. The game plays like a typical side-scrolling game. A few stages are followed by a large monster boss fight. The boss fights range from a flying 2-headed rhino, a scorpion, to a goofy giant shark, which you defeat by throwing exploding coconuts at them. Power-ups are scattered throughout the stages to provide a little extra assistance. Your life meter is refilled with bananas. The game is fairly straightforward at first, but it does get difficult at around level 4, the Purple Jungle. The backgrounds are vibrant, detailed, and very colorful. The waterfall and jungle stages are probably my favorites. It's not that bad, though there are a few levels like the deserts that should have been more detailed. Both the enemies and obstacles are different from one another. The bosses are just enormous and have hilarious appearances. Thriller has hilarious animations as well, particularly when he wipes out, he explodes or is grounded into little pieces. They're all catchy in their own ways, and mostly fit the tendy 1960s surfing movie-ish quality this game seems to have. I love the first desert levels music as well as boss music. The sound effects are not as good as the music, but they still sound okay. They range from the squeal of killing an enemy to the sound of Thriller thrashing his board all around the levels and hitting jumps with great speed. The only flaw here is that the lack of sound effects. There really is not too many of them. Now there are 7 stages to complete, and you can warp through some of them if you know what you're doing. As you get closer to completing the game, you'll find yourself revisiting many of the same locations. This was a difficult game, and you'll probably think that the game would be better if it was just a little simpler. But even with the difficulty, it's still a fun game. The graphics and upbeat jungle music are enough to keep you engaged after the 5th time you fall into the same silly pit and discover you have to play through 15 of the same old stages just to die again. Overall, it's hard to hate Thrillas Surfari. The game is just unique enough that you'll be grateful for the opportunity to play it. It's just difficult enough for those with the time who will gladly try again to save your bikini babe. I did have a lot of fun with this game, and it's definitely worth checking out. TNC 2 Thrillas Surfari for the NES is getting an 8.5 out of 10. What did you think about Thrillas Surfari for the NES? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this review. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review, and please leave comments below to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here in the next episode. Have a great day.